Hi there, and welcome to Naturally Recovering Autism. I am your host, Karen Thomas, and I want to thank you so much for being here and being a proactive parent and getting the resources that you need to let your child live their most fulfilling and independent life possible. When my own son was diagnosed with autism, I was told to drug him and try behavioral therapies, and there was nothing else that we could do for him but manage his symptoms the rest of his life. But I didn't want to do that. Fortunately, my background in craniosacral therapy of now 30 years let me know that the brain can and does heal, but I didn't know that much about autism. What I did know is that I didn't want to just mask the symptoms with dangerous drugs. I wanted to find the causes and work with them naturally. And fast forward, it took me a decade and a lot of time and effort, but today my son is no longer diagnosable with autism after being told it could not happen. So I'm here to share with you valuable resources to save you the time and some of the expense that I had to spend to figure it out, and to help you let your child lead to their best results possible. Every child's level of recovery is different, but we know that children who couldn't sleep through the night are sleeping now through the night and happily. Their immune systems are now strong where they were once sick all the time. Children who were nonverbal and their parents were told they could never speak are now speaking. Children who were getting D's and F's in school are getting A's and B's, and those that were so anxious all the time and couldn't sit still and were uncomfortable in their own bodies are now calm and happy and relaxed, and they're leading fulfilling and independent lives with friends. This is what we want for our kids. So I'm here to share the resources with you so that you can get the best results for your child, the best possible. And you can start that right now with my free download of the top 7 foods to eliminate beginning today, of the top foods that are the most inflammatory and toxic that are contributing to those physical and behavioral symptoms of autism that your child is having. They're making his life uncomfortable. So you can get that right now at naturallyrecoveringautism.com/7 foods. And feel free to share that with anybody you know who would be interested. And I will also link to it in today's show notes. There's, of course, a lot more than diet, but this is something you could start doing today that will begin to reduce those symptoms. And I'm happy to share everything I can with you. So right now, let's dive into today's episode. Today, we are diving into a topic that is both alarming and essential to understand because we are all affected by it. And this is the presence of microplastics in the human body. This is including newborns, cord blood, and the potential health implications. Microplastics are tiny plastic particles that are less than 5 millimeters in size, and they've been detected in various environments, including our oceans, the air we breathe, the water we drink, and even the food we eat. But the most concerning is the presence within our own bodies. A recent study published in Environmental International examined 6 human placentas from healthy pregnancies, and researchers found microplastic fragments in 4 of these placentas. These particles likely enter the mother's body through ingestion or inhalation and subsequently reach the placenta. While all babies were healthy at birth, the study still led the authors to express their concerns that these microplastics could potentially disrupt immune mechanisms in developing infants. And further research has detected microplastics in umbilical cord blood, indicating that these particles can cross the placental barrier and reach the fetus. This discovery is really alarming, as it really suggests that the exposure begins even before birth. And animal studies have provided additional insights. For instance, pregnant mice exposed to polycystine nanoplastics show that these particles could cross the placental barrier, leading to brain abnormalities in their offspring. This raises concerns about potential developmental issues in humans. And though much more research is needed to draw definitive conclusions, we know that these are dangerous. The health implications of microplastics are still being studied, but evidence suggests they can cause inflammation, disrupt hormone function, and lead to other adverse effects. Hull York Medical School found that these microplastics cause cell death, allergies, and cell wall damage to human tissues. And given their pervasive presence, it's crucial to understand how they impact human health, especially during critical developmental periods like pregnancy. And so what can we do to minimize our exposure to microplastics? Well, here are 7 recommendations. 1, filter your water. Use a high quality water filter to reduce microplastic content in your drinking water. Drink plenty of pure, clean water to stay hydrated, which helps to flush out toxins. And I will link to a quality water filter in our show notes for you today, which will be at naturallyrecoveringautism.com/213. And number 2, avoid plastic packaging. Bisphenol A, BPA, is used in plastics. BPA has been associated with hormone disruption, and also phthalates are also common in plastic and personal care products, and they can disrupt the endocrine system as well. Do not be a contributor to these plastics in our environment by purchasing plastic bags for storage or plastic water bottles. Opt for fresh, unpackaged produce and store food in glass or stainless steel containers. 3, be cautious with personal care products. Some and many products, commercial products, contain microbeads or come in plastic packaging that can degrade over time. Number 4, reduce household dust. Regular cleaning can help minimize microplastic fibers from synthetic textiles in your home. I also always suggest getting a true HEPA filter, and it needs to say true, T-R-U-E, HEPA, so that it is filtering the small microns in the air and getting some of the plastics out of your air in your home. Number 5, exercise and engage in physical activities such as far infrared saunas. Also, they help stimulate sweating to help eliminate microplastics from your system via lymphatic work, and lymphatic massage can also be helpful. Anything that can help flush your system. Always, of course, number 6, eat organic and fresh foods. Number 7, use toxin binders and other detox support that can help your body to detoxify on a regular basis. Remember, we are exposed daily to these in our environment. So this requires consistent commitment to limit your exposure to the best of your ability and focus on a healthy lifestyle. By taking these steps, we can reduce our exposure, and we can contribute toward a healthier future for ourselves and our next generation. Stay informed, stay healthy, and be sure to subscribe to continue to join me for future episodes as we continue on our journey to healthier lives. And please share this podcast with friends and family who could benefit and help educate others about this important topic. Thank you so much for being here and for what you're doing for yourself and your children, as always. Until next time, take care, and I look forward to seeing you then.